Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista here on YouTube, and today is Thursday, November 3rd. So, I'm weary today, I have to admit. This morning, I got up later than I anticipated, and I get up. My job was starting at 10 my time, and I get up and I'm trying to get everything done, and we get to the start of the job. Long story short, there have been many technical problems with today, so much so that we sat for a good hour and we're very behind in the pages, and we aren't even connected to my boss's file. And I had made a suggestion to her about how we could do this, like that we could edit today's job tomorrow and tomorrow's job on Monday, only because she's in the same place tomorrow. It's a continuation of this witness. And she hasn't responded. And then, so this morning, Bill calls me every morning to say good morning, all of that. And one of his coworkers was throwing away, like one of those hobby horses where it was like on the spring and you would ride it. You would just go back and forth with it as you were a kid. He was throwing away one of those, and Bill was like, I'm going to take it and restore it and try to sell it. I'm like, okay. Well, now when he calls me, we normally only talk for a few minutes. So I noticed when I was talking to him, I was telling him about what I thought the job was going to be like today. And I'd hear him saying, oh, really? Uh-huh. I could tell he wasn't listening. And I said, you're not listening to anything I'm saying, are you? He's like, no, I'm trying to look up this hobby horse. And instead of reacting and being like, you're a fucking asshole, which is what I was thinking in my head, I said, I'm going to let you go so you can continue to look that up. So we got off the phone. And to me, it was very upsetting because, first of all, it's rude as hell to do that to somebody. And that's not the first time he's done it. It's the first time that it upset me like it did. I don't know why it hit me the way that it did. And he's not someone to come back and say, oh, I'm sorry I did that this morning, and really realize what he did. He doesn't really realize. He's going to think it's no big deal. So that was how my morning started. Yeah, day's not going so great today, but I feel like there's some purpose behind this, I don't know what it is yet. But last night I had kitted up, the newest small, which is this one. That's the one I was going to start. And I sat down to start it and just wasn't feeling it. And I think I wasn't feeling it because I've been doing so much finishing and stuff lately. I'm kind of a little bit burned out on it. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start a bigger project. So I actually started this, which I've had. Remember, I was going to start it on paper, and I did. Because in the center is the word witches. Like the center is like right here. So I decided to... And I want to finish it like they did. That's going to be my goal at the end of it. I decided to start stitching it on a piece of 28 count Lugana that I bought from Pole Stitches on their Etsy store. And it is in the color Stormy Skies. And so I actually put it on scroll rods because this piece is on 28 count fabric. It's 8 7/8 by 8 5/8. So almost 9 by 9 perfect square. I don't have a hoop that big. So I'm using my handy clamp scroll rods. Yeah, they work great in the Lowry. So here, the fabric is so pretty, isn't it? So there's my start. I got done HES. It's looking good. I think it's going to look really good on this fabric. I am very excited to get back to it and get more stitching done on it. And yeah, so I worked on this while watching the most recent episode of Handmaid's Tale. I finished A Perfect Murder, and then watched Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. So that's going to be my project here for a while, because this is going to take me a hot minute to finish, but I think it's going to be really great. I can't wait to see how this looks. Like, this is solid stitching. You know, I'll stitch the square when I get to that, then the W, and that way all I have to do is fill it in with, that's the Weeks Dye Works moss. And I know with variegated, you know, over-dyed thread, you're supposed to, you know, do each stitch individually. I'm not going to do it that way. You can do it however you want. When I say supposed to, I'm just saying like what most people do. And I think I'm even going to use the loop method. So my variegation is going to be less, which I don't have a problem with. I just want to make it easy on myself to stitch it. I'm looking forward to actually getting to the top, because I love the word haunted and house and the little house. I love all of this. I'm excited to be stitching with some different colors, with some purples and greens, and because I have stitched with black and orange for so much here lately. But yeah, that's all I got. And I hope you guys are all having a better Thursday than I am having. This too shall pass. You know, nothing lasts forever. We'll get through this. We always get the work done. We always get it done. It's just sometimes the way you go about it just, it makes me tired, truthfully. So, as always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.